gun clearing the air. In fact, he visited Tupac at Rikers Island to assure him that Bad Boy had nothing to do with it. But was this really the case? Because Puff's bodyguard claims that he let this happen to Pac.
The people who knew what was going to happen to Pop was in the studio, was in the part of the Quad studio with Jimmy Hitchman, and that was Andre Harrell and Puff. So Puff knew, Andre Harrell knew.
If Gene Deal's perspective hasn't convinced you, then maybe what happens next will. In February of 1995, Biggie released a hit song called Who Shot You, which many people think is a Tupac diss. And one of these people was Pac himself, who felt betrayed and lied to by Puff. You told me one thing to my face, but your actions proved otherwise. To an alpha male like Pac.
Oh, Dave, ain't this the life? Another cheap flight found on kayak. Sun in the sky, drink in your hand. Alfonso's hot yoga in it.
That was the ultimate disrespect. Well, after the record, all peace was off the table and Death Row cut ties with Bad Boy. That takes us to August 3rd, 1995. It's the annual Source Awards in New York City, and Death Row were nominated for Soundtrack of the Year. Of course, tensions are in the air because the show is in New York, and everyone is curious if anything will happen. Well, Death Row wins the award, and Suge takes the stage.
First of all, I'd like to thank God. Second of all, I'd like to thank my whole time, Jump on family, on both sides, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to tell Tupac to keep his guards up, to ride with him. The one thing I like to say, any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, don't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video, all on the record, dancing. Come and jump off.
This was obviously a sneak diss at Puff, and the crowd was not feeling it. To make matters worse, Snoop Dogg takes the stage and doubles down.
The East Coast don't love Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. The East Coast ain't got no love for Dr. Dre.
Brilliant number, that
And
one.
Death Row, y'all don't love us. Y'all don't love us. Well, let it be known then. You know y'all East Coast. You know we at East Coast.
That
This
caused
moment here officially kicked off
crop
the
on
Bad Boy
murder
versus
between
Death Row
Bad
beef.
Boy and Death
This
Row
meant that
Records,
Puff's
man.
gangster was now being put to the test for real. Being that they exist on opposite ends of the map, interactions would not be often. But being in the same industry, the sides were bound to cross
Craziness it
paths.
is, like.
September 23rd, 1995. Here we are in beautiful...
That was the night of the fight.
But here we are in Atlanta, Georgia.
They're in
for
Atlanta,
Jamaican
Georgia.
Freestyle
They're in a nightclub, and I think someone's chain gets
Here,
snatched.
much of the rap industry will be in
Alright,
attendance by
Trent, good
midnight.
morning.
Early in the night, though, it's just
Australia,
about
how are you doing?
associates hanging in the club before it opens. This would, of course,
Put
be
it in
Puffy,
the
his
show,
bodyguard
come
Wolf,
on,
Too
baby.
Short, Dallas Austin,
I'm watching a documentary about Puff Daddy, Surviving Diddy. See him? I knew he had fucking Tupac shot.
At 10 p.m., the
You know, and then Biggie brings out a track called Who Shot You. That's no coincidence. That's how it started. Jake walks around and he sees a few bad boy artists and he goes out to the parking lot and then a lot of them follow him.
Massive duo walk into the club headed for Puffy. They walk straight up to the table, and that's when Suge Knight slaps Jermaine Dupri directly across the face. This is simply to get to Puffy, who's standing right behind him. Suge then grabs Puff by his arm and brings him in. He begins yelling at Puff, but that's when Wolf gets in between them. He tells Suge it's not going to go down like that. So it turns into a brawl, and they're all escorted
Yeah,
out.
I know, yeah. And wrestled with
After all this,
some of them.
Suge and Puff actually hug it out and squash the beef. But then out of nowhere, shots go off across the street. So they all duck down and look over to see what's going on. All it is a man across the street shooting his gun into the air. But while everyone is distracted, a man walks right behind Big Jake. Bang!
Wow.
We own the club, the Platinum House. I had been at Jermaine Dupri's party and I seen Jake and he was looking for Puff and they was looking for Jermaine them there. I didn't see them.
Well, like I said, man, he fucking at 21, he was going. He wanted to fucking be like the head of a record label, but his ma wasn't having it. You know, his mum said, "Here, you're not dropping out of uni. I do not give a fuck." And then, what's my man's name?
Ain't going down like this no more. Standing there, shoes in front of the limo. All of a sudden, somebody started shooting across the street. I see the dude just busting. Pop, 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 pop. They were called the play for the overlay. They started shooting across the street to make everybody look. We looked. The dude came out of nowhere and just touched Jake. And Jake was about 400 pounds.
Yeah, he's a bit weird, alright. You know what I mean? A grown ass man taking another grown ass man shopping. That's weird. You know, that's crazy behaviour, that. You know. I watched a video yesterday where I seen a grown man glare at a 16-year-old with Jaeger bomb.
Later, Wolf was arrested for the incident. So does this mean that
I tell you what, Danny lad, that's well weird, you know. You know.
But Wolf was able to beat his case about a year later.
Like, I seen a video the other night. You know, Danny G's escapades.
And coincidentally, not too long
Yeah, he's definitely not right in the head, him.
From Rikers Island. As soon as he got back to LA, he hopped in the studio and recorded Hit 'Em Up. One, if not the most disrespectful song.
You thought you were a player, but I effed your wife.
That he smashed his girl and pretty much obliterated the whole bad boy camp. As you would expect, Puffy was pissed.
Yeah, fuck Puffy.
At this time, he felt invincible, so he decided to do the unthinkable.
No, not at all, mate. I've spoke to him once, that's it.
However, he knew that the tour was a risk, so he decided to tap in with his best connection.
I know his big brother Danny though.
Who he met at a hydraulic shop in Compton.
I've seen Danny fight, mate, and I'll tell you one thing, he's a solid guy. If anybody can fight in that family, it's Danny.
High-ranking member of Compton's Southside Crips. So naturally, when Puff announced his tour, he hired Keefy and the Southside Crips to protect him.
Yeah, the West Coast tour coming up. The Zipper can't pick me up. We rolling up.
There's some fucking weirdos on YouTube, mate. Like, I don't watch people's lives, but someone sent me a clip of a video and I was like, fucking hell, mate, the way he's looking at her, it's like a fucking tiger looking at a gazelle. You know, and the fact that his chick was there and all, like, that's weird as fuck, that.
Behind the scenes, Puff was potentially creating a beef between Compton Crips.
You know, a 16-year-old. Fuck that, mate. You know, if you send a teenager more than 2 texts, that's grooming. You know.
That year they would run into each other at the Soul Train Awards and they would have a standoff backstage. Allegedly, Tupac and Suge pulled up on Puffy.
You hear the door go boom, and then you see Tupac with Suge and about 1,000 Bloods and Crips walking down the middle of the auditorium. Just screaming because Big them had just went off. So just imagine Tupac coming, walking down the aisle, walking up the steps, and just walking into the back. It wouldn't have been too good. They got hold to him because they couldn't have handled what they had with them at that time. Nah, they were totally outnumbered.
I felt embarrassed and disrespected. Something needed to be done. So allegedly that next night, he took Keefy D out to dinner on the Sunset Strip. And there, according to Keefy, Puff offered him $1 million to get rid of Pac.
Me and Puffy are at this place called Greenblatt's Deli on Sunset, and he tells Keefy D, man, I just need you to take care of this situation with Suge and Tupac.
Keefy, he's claiming that Puffy offered $1 million to kill Suge or Tupac.
Both of them. Yeah, both millions.
$1 million in 1995 is equivalent to over $2 million today. And to a Compton Crip who's probably...
I thought it was a bit weird and anyway, like, you know, but each to their own. Got to do it, mate.
because there's no way in the world that any gang
I let them all
ever
do their
turns
own
down.
thing, mate, and I give them all a word first. A lot of them are deviants, you know, and I seen a deviant look the other night in Danny's eyes. You know, he doesn't rattle me one bit, but like I said, well, that's Stacy, Smackhead Stacy, that's the name, that she uses, but she posted a video, man. You can just see him looking at that youngster, man, and it's fucking, like, if one of my mates, if I was at a party, right, and I seen one of my mates looking at a minor like that, mate, I would fucking light the cunt up, mate.
Of course, for the big fight, all of the celebrities are in town, including Tupac. Well, it's the afternoon and everyone is having fun before the event. Particularly, Tupac and Suge Knight are walking through the casino lobby. That's when they're approached by a man.
7.5, that's not a bad number, that, Rob.
A man named Orlando Anderson, the first cousin of Keefy D and fellow Southside Crick.
But I'm watching a thing about P. Diddy and the whole fucking feud and all, like, any man that takes another man shopping for clothes, that's weird.
Then he meets up with Keefy D and tells him about what happened at the casino. So Keefy and Orlando sit in the hotel room thinking about what they can do. Then they get a call from a very important factor. This would be a New York plug and associate of Puffy by the name of Eric Von Zip. Zip allegedly calls them and says to meet in his rental car. Keefy and
It is a good number, that, though.
hands them a Glock 40.
You know.
They then hop out and Zip takes off. Keefy and Orlando then
I was, the last few days I've had a few people come, fucking, I had a chat with them, just recorded it, all, it's just, I'm gonna eat it. I'm just glad I had a bit of sleep last night. Well, like I said,
The incident shocked the world and shifted all the attention away from the Mike Tyson victory. The world's biggest rapper was now in critical condition and not expected to survive. 5 days later, on September 13th, Tupac was pronounced
he
dead.
succumbed to bullet wounds. Like I said, he was hit. I know a lot of people that have been hit by bullets and survived to tell the story, like, you know.
Right after the news broke, Keefy D recalls getting a call from Puffy. He claims that Puff asked him, "Was that us?" and promised him the $1 million reward.
You said that Puffy called and said, "Was that us?"
Puffy called too, right? Yeah, him and Biggie's wife. What's her name?
Hey, Evans.
So tell me about it. Them two calls. He just asked, "Was that us?" Who said that? Puff did.
Now it's time for Puff to pay up. He allegedly sends a $1 million check to Zip and tells him to wire it to Keefy.
Zip had a check in his right pocket, right back pocket, and that check was for $1 million. And that check was for $1 million.
Now, all that needs to happen is for Zip to deliver it to Keefy,
Right.
and his life is changed forever. But did you
You
guys think that would
snaky little
actually happen?
weasel. You little wimp.
So the FBI told you that Zip kept that money.
They said dirty Zip's a dirty.
And yeah,
Cross you.
can I just get this out there, yeah? Just 'cause I know Jerry fighting Irish doesn't mean we're mates. I don't have mates on here, I have a couple. Do you understand? I don't report anyone's fucking channel. It's the total opposite. So to the person last night that reached out to me and said that here, I don't go on Jerry's channel. You know, he's not my mate. You know, he's more of an acquaintance. I used to be a member of his channel, but that stopped about 5-6 months ago. Because, like, I believe members should get at least a fucking shout out if you're paying a $5 a month on someone's channel, and then when you don't, you say, you know what, fuck this. And that's what I did. I stopped being members of 5 channels and went my own way, and not one of them helped my channel. But it's okay, don't worry about it. You know, I've no issue with Jerry or anyone else on here. Let them do them and I'll do me. You know, just 'cause I smile at you doesn't mean you're me mate. You know, my stupid mistake was believing in people and supporting a few people, and I didn't get the same support back, so, yeah. Fuck off, Rob, will you? I'm not gonna show it. I can't do this on camera anymore, you know. I can't smoke. I can cuss people out. You know, I'm only on Twitter today and I'm banned for 2 weeks already. I'm not Twitter, what's it called? TikTok. For hate speech. You know what I mean? Some dickhead baited me and I lost me rag. And I tried to go live and I said, you can't go live till the 7th of February. A week, sorry. You banned me for a week.
It's too risky, and Biggie decides to not go at all. He happens to have a broken femur, and he tells Puff that he's in too much pain to fly back and forth. He also mentions that going to LA is not the best idea, which is really the real reason. But Puff tells him that he'll be safe and nothing will happen. And according to the bad boy president, Kirk Burroughs, he kept convincing him relentlessly.
We could not go, but Biggie did have an inconvenience. He had a car accident. I think it was in Brooklyn, maybe downtown Brooklyn. He had a broken femur at that time, and he was recovering from that. Big size person, could not really sit comfortably in a plane, not even first class, with a cast on. It was uncomfortable. He was talked into going to the LA portion of the trip.
Strangely though, Puff doesn't care if Biggie goes to the award show, he really just wants him at the after party.
Yo, that whole week, man, Puff was like, yo, man, yo, Big, you gotta come to this party, you know, and he wasn't getting the response that he needed from Big to make sure that he was going to the party.
Finally, Biggie caves into Puff and decides to come to LA. But what Puffy doesn't know is that directly after the award show, Biggie will be flying to London. This is because Clive Davis booked him for a major media appearance where he'll be introduced to a worldwide audience. March 7th, 1997. The award show takes place and everything goes smoothly. That's when Biggie tells Puff that he's headed for the airport to fly to London. As you would expect, Puffy is livid. Calls Clive Davis right away. He tells him to cancel Biggie's appearance in London because he wants him at the party in LA.
But it was put together so that Biggie could receive an international press junket.
Biggie, I tell you one thing, fucking Puffy, mate, fucking bad.
Meeting him that Saturday, Sunday, after the Friday award show night. Diddy called late Friday night saying he's not going to London. Call Arista, cancel it. You go. You represent it. You go. He's not going. He wants to stay here in LA. So we knew how big of an event that could be.
Strange, right? Wouldn't you want your artist to fulfill this amazing opportunity?
It's crazy.
Making him skip out on a worldwide appearance just so he could go to some city.
Wait, what am I missing?
It doesn't quite make sense. On top of this, earlier in the day, Mace warned him that some guys might be coming after them.
They was telling them that they wanted Big and Puff, and he was alright. He was good. Me and Mace spoke, and then he was telling me all them bloods and everything that was out there.
If this wasn't enough, Gene...
Back in his heyday, Stephen fucking French, mate, regardless what people say of him, he was a fucking problem, mate. A fucking serious problem.
Here was Puff's response.
You know what I mean? Like when he done that thing with Danny Doyle, do you know what he whispered in his fucking ear? Yeah, my mate is gonna strip you and ride you, mate. If you don't tell us where your shit is, you're gonna get your training day. Yeah, but like that. You don't want that shit, you don't. Hey Holmes, this is just business essay. You know that, right? Yeah. Fucking Ethan Hawke nearly shit his pants, mate. You know this was just fucking business, don't you, Chico? Alonso fucked you over, homie. Yeah, go look, where's his car? Hey, give us a look at that gun. Do you want to see my gun? My man puts a fucking Desert Eagle or something on the table. You know what I mean? Yeah, you want to see my gun?
Well, his bodyguard Gene Deal seems to think so.
You gotta look at what people do, man. You know Pop just got killed. It ain't no kind of business Big was doing. Big couldn't even walk. He couldn't run. Pop ain't want none of that beef. So what I'm gonna do is, y'all want the sheep? I'm gonna put him out.
Yeah, Puffy's a fucking snake, he is. Hey, Conan. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, let me see what that says. Well, like I said, man, it's fucking crazy over there. You know. Like the feds have known for years, they just couldn't prove it. You know. See, it's one thing saying someone done something, but it doesn't matter. Everything's about what you can prove in court, mate. You know. You're gonna have to fuck off because I'm trying to make a smoke. I don't mean fuck off, but you're just gonna have to stand bent over there. The devil likes to get the love from the home, but yeah, well, I tell you one thing. He was a serious problem, him. Same as Darren G's brother, Danny. Jesus Christ, mate, that guy. Yeah, man, I've seen him fight, let's say. All that lifestyle, though, it only ends up one way, because if you have people that put a reputation on you, and you're in front of people with that reputation, you get younger scousers back then, and he wanted to fucking make a name for themselves. So now I don't know how true it is that he was a police informer. Now that's a death sentence. Hey Paul, that's a death sentence. What are you laughing at, Rob? Sorry, I had my head bent down. I'm blowing Diddy at the minute. Diddy, get out, will you? I'm on YouTube. Wait, what you mean? I am not a gay. Yeah, listen to me, yeah? Hey, my name isn't fucking Usher, bro. Fuck off. Remember when you were young and you were mine? You found. Yeah, go on, you snake fucking weasel. Fuck. What? It keeps turning around when I fucking turn it around just as well I wasn't smoking. Yeah, man. Any grown ass man that wears dungarees and no top underneath is definitely a stray. He's well straight. I am not a gay. Why? Because he is well straight. He's so long. Yeah, like I said, it's a ruthless business. His fucking gaffer got rid of him, and I think he did a bit of that with Usher, man. You know, the only mayor, like I said, he had to sign Usher. You know. He is a big fairy, though.
It's Puffy, his bodyguard Wolf, the infamous J-Lo, and of course Shine.
He looks like one of the fucking bluebells.
Accidentally bumps into a man named Matthew Allen, also known as Scar. This is bad because Scar happens to be a notorious street dude from Brooklyn. Well, he instantly turns around after being bumped and sees who it is. He then decides to make a scene and starts yelling at Puff in front of everyone. Then, according to witnesses, he threatens Puff and even threatens Shine as well. He then does the unthinkable. He grabs for his waistband and all hell breaks loose.
No way. Bang, bang,
Shots
bang.
ring out and
Shots fired. Men down.
3 people were in the incident, but thankfully everyone made it. But here's where things get interesting. In typical New York fashion,
Guys, I need you to do me a big favour. I have a backup channel called STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER. I'm 3 subs away from 100 on my backup channel. So, could you make it come true for me? Like Jim will fix it, except for not the non-side. Could you fix it for me and sub to my backup channel? I only need 3.
of them
you
were
know,
facing
I'll be
major
happy with
time in
100 on my
New York.
backup
So
channel,
here's
and
how it went.
like I
For
said,
Puffy, his amazing
yeah.
lawyers worked hard and he was found not guilty on any
There's
charges.
10 of yous in here, right? I know 3 yous aren't sub to that channel, so if you're not, you'd be helping me out. Can you sub to me backup channel? Just in case we get a strike on this one, another one.
For the 3 victims. However, the jury didn't believe him and he was sentenced to 9 years in
Bro, I
prison.
live in Manchester. My man's from
Shine felt betrayed
Liverpool,
by
he's a
Puffy
weirdo.
That's because in his eyes, he saved Puffy's life and Jennifer Lopez's. On top
A
of this, he
weirdo.
claims that Puffy sent a witness to testify against him in order to take the blame off himself.
People probably have the impression that you're just consumed with the idea that, you know, justice wasn't served.
Yeah, the muscle failure.
Somebody turned his back on you.
Yeah, if another grown man puts fucking hands on me, mate, he'd lose it. Can I feel your muscles? Try it, and I'll fucking...
Against your comrade.
Well,
I'm facing 25 years.
like I said, guys, it's important to me.
Those are the things.
See, you have to have a backup channel because you always have to anticipate getting struck. I know you always have a plan B for everything. For everything, I've a plan B. Listen, Frodo, you're a long way from the fucking, the mountain. You know.
So now, did Puffy
Dorothy, you're a long way from Kansas.
himself? Well, of course.
And all you have to do is click your feet. There is no place like home. And I can send you home, no problem. Yeah, back to Tornado Alley. You're a long way from Kansas, Dorothy. No way.
It seems like everyone else is disposable when his ass is on the line. Or you could look at it like this. In his defense, he had a lot on the line and he did what he had to do to be free. Either way you look at it, this is a major stain on the story of Sean Combs. After he won his
paid a lot of money to be weirdo.
and start with a new persona.
Bro,
The first thing he did was change his
it's the same as this. STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER and the number 8.
his old ways behind. Puff represented how angry he was as a
STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER 8. I'm only 3 subs.
P. Diddy would now be the
Half 100 on that one.
or at least that
And
was the plan. After all
if,
of his drama and
like I
loss,
said,
one
once I
bad
get me
record
first
should
100,
start their success.
then I'll
But now
concentrate
Puff
on getting me
came back,
second.
Diddy, Mason,
Baby
Sean,
steps.
Diddy needed some new talent. So of course the musical genius went out looking for his next star. Diddy's recruiting tactics. First he wanted to
I'm
sign
doing
talent
something with a
to
friend
record
tomorrow.
record
I don't know whether
he
to
said
do a
Puff
live or
also
to...
believes his strange recruiting tactics. Like
Guys,
possibly
if you're not
Puff
subbed to me backup channel, there it is in the chat.
West Coast
Conan's
rapper
just
Exhibit
put
had
it
a
in.
similar story as well.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Even though you want me to be removed.
Man, I ain't gonna touch that, man. It's been talked about.
We ain't going nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? All good. We gonna
Strike me all you want here.
that shit put to
I
bed.
have another channel. Strike that.
Now these two stories
I'll have another one.
and that's why I really didn't even want to include them. But
I've no idea, bro. Then, but like I said, I'm only 3 off 100 on my backup channel. So, guys, if you don't mind, if you're not subbed to my backup channel, click on that link. It'll take you to my channel. Press subscribe, and I'm rooting for you.
Long story short, Christopher got a deal from Bad Boy. How it happened is the real story.
You know,
According to
like,
Jaguar Wright, the old
over the
rich
years
Bad
I've
Boy
wanted to do
she
certain
claims that Diddy's
things and
lawyer walked into his
stopped and
office
started, stopped and started, stopped and started, did that. The fact that I'm not sedated on medication anymore, yeah, it's great. Not feeling sedated has brought back a lot of memories that I suppressed, and it's good because that competitive edge is still there, mate. It's, you know, I'm just glad to God, man, for sparing me to get to witness me daughter raise a son, you know. Plus, my son will be here in 73 days. You know, no more smoking in the house. You know, I have to go back to basics. Fuck, you know. But I'm looking forward to it, you know.
This is all rumors and speculation, so we'll leave it at that and move on to the next
Like
generation.
having a little boy, mate, you know, some people that pay millions
Led by Southern rappers
for the
Young Thug,
courtesy,
Ball, and MJG,
you know.
both of which would go gold instantly, and the genius Diddy was on display once again. And finally, with these two,
My passion in life is education and getting kids to the next stage education, whether it be college or uni,
with everyone else.
you know.
So now we focus
And it
on
makes me feel good, you know.
we enter the
It's
chapter
like
of relationship abuse.
I've had people post, text me on Instagram and on this channel say, you know what, bro, see, because your videos, I didn't take my life, and because of your videos and listening to you talk about suicide ideology, like, I was speaking to a fella that did the same as I did twice and failed, and he said, I can't get it out of my head, dude. That's all I see when I close my eyes, is that a failed attempt. You know, I mean, I can't be asked for going, just going to taunt myself. Have you any kids? Yeah. Tell me about your kids. How old are you? How are you, Oyster? How old are your kids? Tell me how old his kids were. I says, right, if you take your life, you see your kids, they'll end up with suicide ideology, or they'll end up with mental health issues because you took your life, and the trauma it's caused them, and they'll never get over it. You know, and you have to be really unwell to try take your life, you know, and I was really unwell. But like I said, I have my faith. I pray every day. I wake up every night before I go to sleep, and I pray to God, just give me another day, you know. And I'm good with that. Fuck money, mate. I'd sooner be happy and broke rather than rich and miserable or dead. But anyway, Gibbo said he's gonna come on. He didn't say when, but I know it'll be sometime this week. He said he's gonna try and make it up tomorrow, and if he doesn't, like I said, we're doing something together. I might do a premiere and fucking, cause like I said, it's gonna take me about 40 parts working with my friend. And the first part, like I said, I'm gonna start from the very beginning. I'm not just gonna say, oh, here, you've been assassinated 3 times. Tell people about your story. Well, you're not gonna know fuck all about a story unless I ask them a few questions. Where he's from, what football team he supports, who his role models were growing up, who his favourite DJ was. Who was your first fight with? Now, I already know the answer to that one. You know, talk to me about your passion for hurling and for chasing teammates around the pitch with a hurley. Yeah, and the reason I know, because I was on the same team as them. And one of our mates, we were playing hurling against a team in Crumlin, and Jared Gaynor went up to catch the slitter in his hand. Or Gibber went up to catch the slitter in his hand, and Gaynor swung his hurley at it and cracked him in the hand and broke his hand. He chased him all around the fucking pitch with a fucking hurley with this hand. You know, I was like, bro, you need to get that fucking put up. He's like, fuck it, I have a couple of bangs, and I'm like, bro, his hand is broken. I mean, you can see it, and he's fucking cracking your man with it. And, you know, yeah, here, don't worry about it. God, give me a spare one.
But I'll leave it up to you guys to determine what you want. Well, now we veer off into another deep relationship. In 2005,
What's on under that?
next bad boy protege. This would be a
Oh,
singer
shit.
from New Jersey by the name of Cassie Ventura. Diddy's genius revealed itself.
But yeah, he's got a load of stories to tell, you know what I mean? So the way I approached the first one is on me. So I had to write down about 20 questions to ask him. You know, and like I said, I will do multiple parts with him. But I'm not just gonna throw him to the shark straight away. You know, we are going back to when we met. So one of the questions will be is, I am going to take you back in time, Ian Gibbons, and I want you to reminisce for me. I want you to go back to your 15-year-old self and growing up on the housing estate we grew up on, the opportunities that weren't there for us. I'll tell you why, because we had that Ballyfermot mentality. I'm from Ballyer, so you don't go outside it. You know, but one thing I did learn is that there's life outside your housing estate. You know, you're a product of your environment. I got on my housing estate, yeah. I become a dad at 19. I went to the UK, right, at 18. Become a father at 19. Come back to Dublin for nearly 18 months and I couldn't get a job, so I had to engage in illegal activities, let's say. So no one's taking me on when I have a fucking criminal record, mate. But so, like I said, I've always worked, and when I come over here, like when you're a father, and I made a deal with God as well, right, at 21. Now, while I was over there, for that time, I ended up getting nicked for selling heroin. I was an addict at the time, you know, and my dog come in on top of me, fucking Star Street bastard, guarded with guns and fucking... I'm sat down and my man's pointing a fucking AR-15 at me. And I looked at him and I said, "Here, dickhead, you better put your safety on." He said, "What?" I said, "Look at your fucking weapon, mate, put your safety on. You're violating my human rights right here. Fuck your human rights." I was like, "Here, I have a child in this house, and you come into my home with an automatic weapon with no safety on. Do you want me to show you how to fucking use it? Put your safety on, bro, or I'm gonna fuck something at you." You know what I mean? And one of his colleagues bollocked him. I hate it. You know, I'm looking at my man here. He's got his finger on the fucking trigger with no safety on. Do you understand, like that? You know, here, I've a fucking child in there. But I should have thinking of that. The police didn't come to my house because he just thought, "Ah, here, fuck it, we'll just kick his door in." They kicked me door in because I brought them to me door. Because I was a scumbag drug dealer, that's why. That shit poisons communities, but at the time I didn't realise. You know, I had a fucking jar at the side of my bed, yeah? And it was half filled with gold. Earrings, necklaces, bracelets, chains. And what I didn't realise until many years later, when I had my own family, was, you know, that fucking jar of gold, maybe 50 people had probably robbed it off their mother, their bleeding granny, that's sentimental, and they fucking bring it to me. I just here, there you go, boom, and everything gold I got to put into a pot. You know, and there must have been about 30 broken hearts in that jar. But I didn't give a fuck at the time. I was working for myself. Do you understand? And I wanted to make some proper money, and I did at the time, but I was an addict, so... You know what I mean? I was making 5 ton a day. You know what I mean? It's not a bad wage at 21, you know. Especially, like, if you're self-employed. Hang on, guys, you're gonna have to give me a minute. Let me see what my queen is saying. And in UFC, that's my thing. Sorry about that. I had to ring the boss. Yeah, I'm watching this thing about...
I mean, there were so many things going on to the point where they were considering
sending me to hospice. What people don't truly understand unless you've been through this type of medical journey is taking for granted breathing, tying your shoes, speaking.
Again, Jaguar suspects that there was foul play.
And Albie Shore was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma.
I don't know about this one, but again, what do you guys think? It is interesting though, through all the situations, it seems like Diddy is the only one to always make it through.
You know what I mean? The amount of shit he got away with, you know what I mean? It's like, but I guarantee he'll be arrested him
Or is it a case of
over it. You know, and he'll do time. And no amount of money, like, yeah, you can buy the best fucking defense in the country, but yeah, you know what I mean? The facts are there. You know, like, it's all his fault.
And for the rest of the list, is it because they had information that he didn't want to get out?
The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were already tell-all books.
And she believes that the monster was created when Diddy was allegedly victimized.
See, what Andre did to you.
But guys, I have a favour to ask you. I have a backup channel. The same name as this with the number 8 next to it. STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER 8. I'm 2 subs, I think, away from 100. So if you're not subbed to the channel, sub to it, will you?
After all these years,
I'm watching this documentary about Puffy and fucking... It's called Surviving Diddy, exposing all the murders. It only come out 2 days ago. 475,000 people have watched it.
I promise you he'd be at the very top.
You know.
Regardless though, Cassie would finally come forward against him on November 17th, 2023. This is when she came forward with a major class action lawsuit accusing him of all kinds of crazy stories. Everyone was shocked, like, whoa, Diddy is cooked. But within just 24 hours, Diddy settled the lawsuit for an undisclosed amount. Many people estimate that the payment was over 8 figures. Diddy will most likely never go to jail, but not everyone around him can say the same. In particular, after telling everything on YouTube, Keefe D is now a wanted man.
It's becoming more apparent that Dwayne Keefe D. Davis likely talked himself into his own indictment.
Fucking idiot. You know what I mean? He shouldn't have said nothing. He talked himself into his own indictment. The fucking idiot. Like when something like that happens, even if you know something, you know nothing. Say nothing, Don. Still though.
Wow.
Still though.
Think that with all the crime in Vegas, they'd have other things
no more
to focus
Mr.
on.
Nice Guy.
But in their defense, Keefe D did make it really easy. All they had to do was look on YouTube. But here's the real question. Will Diddy get arrested in the case as well? Given the fact that Keefe did say that Diddy put $1 million on Tupac's head, it's definitely possible.
And he didn't even get paid for the work, man. I'd fucking put a fucking... Oh, man, imagine that.
But only time will tell. Well, this might be my favorite video that I've ever made.
Anyway, how are you all doing today? Give us a number. 1 being your best, 1 being your worst mood, 10 being your best mood. Give us a number. How brave are you?
What an amazing home you have. I wonder what it's worth. Oh, not that you'd sell it. I just mean it'll fetch a good price when you...
Heaven forbid! Oh dear. If you want to know, just that's it, like.
Oh yeah, it's a good documentary, this.
Don't spend...
Mind your motherfucking business. You got more problems than me.
£6,000 on photography accessories.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to smoke on camera, guys, so I'm not fucking risking it, no way.
Ever felt like your home is too full? Not just with stuff, but with feelings that weigh you down? Have you kept things because they remind you of the past, even if they're not useful or happy memories? Or have you ever noticed how some items around you seem to bring a gloom, making it hard to let them go? Today we're diving into how the simple, yet deep, teachings of Buddhism can help us clear up our living spaces and, more importantly, lighten our minds and hearts. We'll see how getting rid of physical things can actually help us let go of old emotions, making us feel more at peace and clear-headed. This journey is not just about throwing things away. It's about making space for new and better feelings and experiences. It's about creating a home that truly shows who we are deep down and who we want to become. As we walk through the 10 things you should remove from your house right now, let's think of each piece of advice not just as a tip for cleaning up, but as a step towards a simpler, more mindful way of living. From the clutter that messes with our minds, to broken things that reflect parts of our lives we haven't fixed, each thing we'll talk about can help change not just our rooms, but also our lives. We're here to make this journey easy to understand and follow, using the calm and wise teachings of Buddha to light the way. Whether you know a lot about living mindfully, or this is your first time hearing about it, our tips are meant for everyone, offering new ways to think about decluttering and growing personally. So, we ask you to stay with us until the end of this video for a full guide that doesn't just teach, but also inspires real change in both your space and your inner self. And if this video helps you see things in a new light, please hit the like button and subscribe to our Wisdom in Real Life YouTube channel. Here we keep exploring how ancient wisdom can solve modern problems in simple, everyday language. Let's start this journey together, finding out how letting go of certain things can actually be a big step towards the life you've always wanted. 1. The burden of clutter. Let's take a look around our homes. Often we find them filled with things we no longer use, need, or even remember acquiring. This isn't just about having too much stuff. It's about what all this clutter does to us on the inside. It's like every unnecessary item is a little weight on our mind, making us feel more stressed and less free. This journey into decluttering isn't just about cleaning up. It's a deeper dive into finding peace and simplicity in our lives, reflecting on some very wise advice from Buddhism. Buddhism teaches us about the beauty of letting go and living simply. When we start to clear out things we don't need, we're not just making more room in our closets. We're making more room in our minds for calm and happiness. Think of decluttering not as a chore, but as a quiet moment to yourself, where each choice to keep or remove an item is a step towards a clearer, more peaceful life. Imagine how nice it feels to be in a room where everything has its place, where there's space to breathe and move freely. This isn't about living with almost nothing but choosing to keep around us only those things that really matter, that bring us joy or serve a real purpose. It's realizing that happiness doesn't come from things, but from the love, memories, and peace we create in our spaces. This way of living not only lightens up our homes, but fills our hearts with gratitude and contentment. By focusing on decluttering, we really pay attention to what we have. We ask ourselves, does this add value to my life? With every item we decide to let go, we practice making choices about what's important. This is a great lesson in knowing what we truly value and letting go of things that no longer fit with who we are or who we want to be. Decluttering is also kind to our planet.
I'm sorry about that last night without saying too much. I'm not having it. No fucking way, mate. I'm not having it. I want all me mods here. Don't bring any shit in here. And don't abuse anybody. Many times I've got to say it. You know. Shout out to everybody. Here. Please don't put me in positions, guys, where I have to take your spanner off you because you've not learned. And if I have to shut my live because one of my mods can't behave when he's had a beer and insulting people that come in here, you can't do that. And then the next day fucking everything be fine. No, not with me. I'm not having that. I don't give a fuck whether you're English or Scottish, Welsh. You abuse anyone in my life and you're fucking gone, mate. I'm not having that anymore. I've already lost people coming in my life because others are blocking them.
It's about adopting a simpler, more mindful way of living that brings us closer to true happiness. This isn't just about getting rid of stuff, but about choosing a way of life where we focus on what really matters.
One second.
but in fully appreciating and cherishing what we have. So, let's start this journey by looking at our clutter, not as a pile of tasks, but as an opportunity for growth and peace. It's not just about changing our spaces, but filling our lives with meaning, joy, and the beauty of the present moment. This is what it means to live a clutter-free life, where each cleared space reflects a clearer mind, and every choice to let go is a step towards a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. 2.
Well, you don't have to apologise, neither does the other party. It's just like it puts me in a fucking position, you know what I mean? And I don't like feeling uncomfortable in my own life. You know, and I don't know, many times I've said, anybody who comes into my life and abuses any of my mods or anybody that comes in, even if you have a span on me here, like I said, and I don't want to be put in this position, you know, because I have a lot of time for the other person. But that's between you and that other person, honey. Like I said, it just made me feel uncomfortable because I'm a certain way, you see. It's like, I can't, like I said, I'm not getting involved, but like I said, like in the real world, like if that shit happened, I'd end up falling out with people and I don't want it. You know, it's like I nearly bashed the fella's head in a fucking psychiatric facility because he wouldn't let a nurse go.
But sometimes, among these memories,
I could see me dad hitting me mother. So I did something about it and I could have fucking been locked up for life. Because I just seen red. A red microwave, mate. And I had only seconds to make a decision. If my man had a hit me, yeah, without hunting in me hands, he'd have broken me. The fuck I look like Bungle, our Rainbow. The height of him, man, he was like that. Big fucking hairy armpits on him. You know, the cunt stunk, man. But he ran it, I motivated him, you see. I asked him to let her go. I said, brother, please let the nurse go. Mind your business. You've just made it my business now. Now, let her fucking go. I bet your mum's proud of you. What I didn't know was his mum had passed away the day before, and that was the reason why he got sectioned. How are you, Swan? Guys, how are you? Listen, how you, Rob? Guys, listen, just let me turn you that way, right? Because, like I said, some little hobbits want to get me channel closed down, but you won't. And here, I need a favour, right, of all me mods, right? Me backup channel is STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER, right? We are 2 subs away, guys. There's one of yous in here that ain't sub to that bleeding channel. But, nah, guys, look at, I try to get on with everybody, you know, and all I'm saying is, it just, some situations in here, not just this situation, sometimes there can be situations and it's like, it just makes me feel awkward, like, you know, and that's all I have to say on the matter. So I have an update for you. So I spoke to my mate yesterday. Now I didn't think he'd come on and he'd want to come on and tell everybody, but look at, only one fella in Ireland got a chance to interview this guy, and he made a bollocks of it. And here, I ain't making a bollocks of this mate, cause he's me mate. But I'm gonna go back to the start. I'm gonna ask him 20 questions. Number 1, what's your first memories of meeting me? Number 2, who are your role models? Number 3, who are your heroes? Number 4, tell me who your football team is. Number 5, we've not thought that far ahead yet. Number 6, when did you fall in love with dance music? Number 7, my friend used to walk around with a lighter in his hand, yeah? And you know his nickname was Clipper. Because he would have that right hand cocked, Ian Gibbons. Voila. Do you get it? Clipper. Clipper the bush kangaroo. In the middle of the hand. Boom. I'll tell you something about my old friend and me. Allegedly, we worked in a nightclub, and anybody that had narcotics that weren't from my manor, their stuff would be taken off them. Their money would be taken off them. And they'd be fucked out. And there's not a thing they could do about it. They could try to do something about it if they were hobbits. Brave little hobbits, silly little hobbits, but they didn't. For 17 months, they waited. And I'll tell you what, like I said, allegedly the owners were indulging in the narcotics that they shouldn't have been and around the whole nightclub. Now, I'm going to ask you again, there's 10 people in here. 2 of you aren't sub to my backup channel, STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER. I'm only 2 subs away. Can someone do me a favour and check my backup channel, STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER, and see, has it gone over 100 yet? I think it's on 98. But I'm anticipating a strike. So, like I said, I'm going to use my backup channel and I'll grow it in a year without a strike. You know, but like I said, individuals like me friend here, nobody will get this fucker on the channel. Trust me. But I can. You know, I didn't think there was any men around left like him with his caliber of balls. You have to have some balls when 3 assassins come and try to kill you. And he couldn't do it without weapons. This guy here, I'd even have a problem with him. Because like, if I'd have let my right hand go that day in the hospital and clipping him, right? Yeah. He was the clipper and the flipper, because when he hit you, you were flipping me. And that's why Dublin had to send 3 assassins after him. And they all failed. This guy doesn't die. He's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's not as big as him, but I tell you what, his testicles are bigger than Arnold's. Arnold is an action movie hero. This guy is the real fucking deal. Do you understand? And I grew up with him, and that's where we're going to start. You know, I'm going to lead him. I'm going to just say to him, like I said, I'm going to write down about 20 questions. And then Luke is going to come on as well. I have to write down fucking about 10 for him. Because like I said, you wouldn't get it yet, but you'll get it. You know, and I'm glad it's taken me this long, because there's no one on YouTube that'll get this guy on the platform, end of. He'll only talk to his mate. So we're going to start from the beginning, where it all started, from me and him, and Yowzer at the time. At 8 years old, me, Ian Gibbons and Yowzer played for the same hurling team, Liffey Gales. So I know Ian 40 years. Well, you know what I mean? About 41 years I know. I'm 49. I played golf for Liffey Gales and hurling at 8. So did Yowzer, so did Gibbo.
Letting go of these gifts helps us see that life changes, and so do we. What we liked or needed before might not be what we like or need now. Keeping a gift that doesn't fit our life anymore doesn't help us stay true to who we are today. This process can also help us get...
Come here, fucking hell, we're all on sertraline, aren't we? You know, even I'm on that one as well. A 50 milligram small white. Hang on, man. One second, right, I'll show you. Right, Max, is that the one you're on there? That little one there, see there? That little white one. Is that sertraline? Is that the one you're on? Sorry, wait, hang on. Get in, you bastard. Is that a Dale Max? That little white one?
Possibly joy for someone else. This journey of
You know,
homes for unwanted gifts is really about
sertraline produces serotonin, right? Now your body can produce massive doses of serotonin. In fact, you can produce extra levels of it, and you don't need to be on sertraline to produce serotonin. Listen, your mind, right, it releases endorphins, adrenaline, what's that other thing called? Endorphins. Oh, what's that bastard word? Ah, fuck it. But your body releases it, and anyway, it's fucking serotonin. But see that bastard medication? It's like, I know the metazapine are about the same. Hey, Pablo. Pablo, can you do me a favour and check many subs is on that backup channel? I'm sure there's about 98 now. So guys, listen, there's 10 of yous in here. 2 of yous ain't sub to that channel, or no? So, if you don't mind, because I'm anticipating a strike before I hit me target. Pablo, so, I was talking to Gibbo yesterday now. Terry Farrell tried to interview him years ago, made a bollocks of it. And I don't want to make a bollocks of it, bro, so I have to write down a load of questions I want to ask him. You know, but I want to go back to the start. I'm not just going to bring him on and say, oh yeah, this is Gibbo, he shot 3 times. No. You know, we're going to talk about growing up together, playing hurling at 8 together. Then we both went to tech, and we went to represent our school, and one of our own teammates, while me mate was jumping up to grab a slitter, Jared Gaynor, or fucking something Gaynor, went like that. Boom, tried to take the ball out of the sky, but he hit his fucking hand, didn't he? Bro, the match had to get ended. He chased him around as his own teammate. Imagine how that looks. Right, you're on a pitch, you're playing hurling. And next of all, normally it's you chasing one of the opposition. In field, 2 purple jerseys running around the field like crazy. Even the skilled busman had to be stopped because he got dropped. You know, I'm fucking telling you. Yeah, well, no, here's the thing, Pablo. He said he can't wait. I'm like, well, bro, listen, Pablo, I'm starting from the start. Growing up with him. You know, like, I'm not just diving straight into that. Because there has to be a lead up to it. You know, and I can do 40 parts with him. I just want to get the first one out of the way. Thanks, Swan. Like I said, he's gone through the mill, he has. His poor mum has gone through the mill, and he's seen the light, Pablo. You know, and the Lord saved his life, bro. His faith. You know, I don't go to church, Pablo, I don't need to. I have it there. Do you understand? I'm a son of Ireland, bro. You know, anybody who hasn't got a granny that Bible bashed them is a liar. Because see mine, I couldn't even, do you know what, right? I remember this particular morning, I didn't want to go to school. I woke up ratty as fuck, yeah. I was late. I was like, Granny, I'm late, I don't want to go. She's like, you just eat your fucking porridge. You know what I mean? So I'm eating the bleeding porridge and I went fucking. She said, did you just take the Lord's name in vain? Smack. You know the Lord's everywhere. I said, yeah, I feel like he's in me fucking porridge as well. You know, go get the skill. I feel like God is everywhere. Yeah, he's in me fucking porridge as well. Don't be fucking smart. Nah, Pablo, listen to me. I'm going to do this right. I mightn't be able to interview Johnny Cash, Sinead O'Connor, Tammy Wynette, Bob Buckscar, Willie, Dave Fannin, or Jerry Ryan, not Dave Fannin, Jerry Ryan, Gay Bourne, I don't know whether he's dead or not, the Furies. So, Ian Gibbons is going to have to be the man, because Pablo, he's going to educate a lot of people why it's not clever to think you're the man, because while you think you're the man, there's other people plotting your downfall. And I've seen that happen with loads of my friends over the years, and then what happens? Headlines all across the paper. My man's been shot dead in Dublin gangland. You know why he's shot dead? Because he chose the job over his family. And how can you not take your work home with you if you have an assassin come to your house to kill you? So you brought him there, and guess what? Your mum is going to be upset. And like I said, he's educated a lot of youngsters, he has. You know, he's changed so much, and I'm just so glad that God's given me the opportunity to salvage a friendship with one of my best men who I thought were gone. And now that he's not gone, he's going to be the best man at my wedding if I get married. How amazing is that? He's going to be an uncle to Thomas. I'm going to be an uncle to little Ted. And last week, today's the day I met little Teddy. Brilliant. It's great. Now, Pablo, like I said here, we've a lot of funny stories. You know what I mean? It's like, we've a lot of funny stories, and we did a lot of funny things together, and not so funny, but the not so funny, we stood our ground, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you one thing, if I'm standing in front of 5 lads, if I could pick one lad to be right next to me, it'd be him. Because he can bang as well, he can have a go, he's technically gifted, you know. That right hand. Here, my mate, even though Twitter wasn't out at the time, my mate made a lighter trendy, you see. He put it in there and he become the clipper. Do you get it? Yeah, ask him. He made that famous when he comes on, ask him. You know, but like I said, he goes to church on a daily, or not on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. If he's not doing overtime, he's in the church. You know, and it's beautiful. Like, I nearly cried watching him walking down the road, pushing his son. I was like, wow, I missed out on that. But I'm not missing out anymore, it's great. I have a bleeding stomach procedure in February, man. I'm not looking forward to it. One of them bastards, colonoscomies. I've already had one. But do you want to do, what did he call it? Oh, I don't know, invasive surgery, I don't know. You have to fucking be awake, mate, and you're sitting in front, you have a monitor, you can see them because they have to do a biopsy. So they bring it down, and they take a tiny little bit, just a tiny bit, and they analyse it then. Yeah, fuck it, and anyway. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lot of fun today.
Think about art like it's a friend who speaks to us every day. If it's not saying anything nice or inspiring, why keep it around? Just like we grow and change, what we like.
I'd rather go down my neck than up my arsenal. I'll tell you that. And I had that one done too, and it's the most uncomfortable procedure in the world. I fucking hate it. Well, maybe not. Bone marrow is a lot worse. It's the worst thing you could ever have. Because they stick a fucking needle into your bone, mate. Not into your leg, into your fucking bone.
It's like picking out music that makes us feel good. The art we choose should make our hearts sing. When we find art that really speaks to us.
But like I said, me three favourite things are family, football, fighting, and then there's music and there's mental health. You know, and mental health is important, and it's like I said, there's a couple of lads that I put me trust in that I'm gonna bring on a regular basis. I just want to get the first one done, and then the rest will just flow, you know, because that's what Gibbs said, bro. Just let me on, and the Lord's word will flow through me, you know. And I'm so proud of him, you know. I'm well proud of him. You know, he's like, and you know what? I know his mum is very happy too. You know what I mean? I never thought he'd calm down, but I'm just so glad he is, and I'm just so glad he's back in my life, you know. Even if he didn't come on my YouTube channel, fuck it. Do you understand? But he wants this, so who am I to say no? Because he'll be one of the most interesting characters you've ever listened to. And everything he says, or everything he wants to say here, he's not fucking joking either. He's what you call a man's man. He's Old Testament like myself. He's old school, you know. Like, yeah, did that just happen? Yeah. Who did it? I don't know. You just said it happened. No, I presume that happened. Anticipation is like nourishment for the soul, because I've fucked up that many times on here, and I've said to people, oh, I'll bring A, B and C on, and guess what? A, B and C let me fucking down. A, B, C, D, E, F. What comes after F? G. And he's a real world G, I'll tell you that. But he's not one of these that, you know, like I said, I believe if Ian had a YouTube channel, I don't think he'd be calling anyone out either. We're not certified nerds, we're certified psychotic, mate. Oh, it's bleeding horrible, that is, you know. When you feel like that, when you feel sick, it's fucking awful. But like I said, like, not just PhD, brilliant, I'm happy for you. 3 wide, okay, 1 drunk, what is it? 3 of them a PhD degree. Women are stronger, you mean? And if any man says they're stronger than a woman, you go in a labour ward, mate, and watch your partner give birth. And then I'll ask you, who you think is tougher, men or women? Women all day, mate. But they make us strong too. You know, your chicken do crazy things to you. If you have a decent chick, she can even do things doctors don't do, can't do. You know. But like I said, over time there is a few interesting people on YouTube with stories. I just don't like nerds or deviants, you know. And too many people are getting struck on here. Hey, it's it. And I'd sooner bring people on I know that are solid. People I know where they live. Good guys, you know. Like when it comes to music and the rave scene, there's a couple of people I want to bring on I bought Pat come on one night already a few months back, but I want to bring Gibbo, Pat and Luke on the same night. But like I said, Gibbo will tell a story from where he wants to start it, and I'm gonna try start it from me when we played for the same hurling team. Me, him and Yowza Tyndall, 3 of us from Ballyer. Well, at the time I lived in Bluebell, yeah, and I went to a school called the Obelisks in Inchicore, and like I said, fucking Jerry O'Gorman, he'd something to do with the fucking, not the FA, I don't know what the GAR Association is called in Ireland, the GAA, whatever. But he was like a coach, and he'd come to the school and said if anybody'd like to fucking play for a GAR team, hurling and whatever, hey Tony, come to, we went to some place and it was near Michael's estate. He used to be called Keogh Square. That's where my dad was raised, in Keogh Square, in Inchicore. So, me and Gerard Tyndall played for the same GAR team. Now, I probably remember more than he does, you know, because, like I said, I know him 41 years. That's a long time to know a kid, right? 41 years. And even when we were playing hurling, he was solid. If you were to bet before the match started who'd get in a fight first, you'd say Gibbo or Yowza. And then me. Because if I seen one of them fighting with someone else, man, I'd either use me hurley or the ball. It's straight there. You get a bang of one of them in the face, mate, you're compromised. It's like being hit with a baseball in the mouth or in the nose. You'll fucking feel it, mate. Trust me, you'll definitely get a bleed. But like I said, there's a lot of other good things I want him to talk about, how he ended up finding himself eventually, you know, and what led him to God, what led him to going to church with his partner every fucking Sunday, except the ones that he's not working and he's there. You know, he's asked me to go along, and I might come along and see what he's doing and, you know, introduce me to a few of his mates. I don't need to go to church, you know, it's here. It's here. I don't like churches, man, especially priests, Nancy bastards. I don't like it. One bit, mate. Don't get me wrong, my son will be christened, but he won't be going near a fucking church on his own and anyway, man, because he'd end up having to strangle a priest in the confession box, yeah. And there's no CCTV inside churches, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of priests, man. You know, because every time a priest does something, do you know what they do? Move him. That's it. He gets relocated. You know what I mean? The Vatican is one of the most corrupt organisations in the world, mate. They have their own police and all they have. I watched something on Netflix, a documentary. I think it was called Vatican Girl. And it was all about this girl who disappeared in Vatican City. It's a city within a city. They have their own police, do you understand? And this girl was a daughter of a member of the clergy or whatever, but she went fucking missing. You know, I'm sure it was called Vatican Girl. But like I said, underneath Rome, listen, and I tell you, right? You know, have you ever seen that movie? What's it fucking called? With Tom Hanks in it. The one about the church. I forget what it's fucking called. Anyway. Underneath, no, not Dante's Peak. What's it called? Fucking. Oh, can someone help me out here? It's a Tom Hanks movie about the Vatican. What's it called? Anyway, underneath them fucking streets, mate, there is tunnels running for miles through that city. Miles of tunnels. You know. It's just like that place, that catacombs. Why would you want to go to a place like that? Have you seen all them skulls piled up, mate? I would have an anxiety attack big time. You know, like I have a mate that went to bleeding Sobibor and Belsen and fucking, whatever it's fucking called. You know them concentration camps, and I told him not to go. You know, he said to you, I wish I had a listening to you. You know, he said, I fucking dream about it all the time. You know, I was like, I did tell you not to go, didn't I? You know, bro, if you're God-fearing, you will not go to a place like that where there's millions of bleeding skeletons stacked up like biscuits to the roof. And the whole gaff is full of biscuits, man, they're everywhere. Except for these biscuits. Yeah, they have no cream in the middle, because all the cream is gone, you see. And our skin. Fuck that, mate. There's no way I'd go to a place like that. I don't, here, seeing's believing. But I'm not, nah, here, that whole thing.
We're giving ourselves the chance to really enjoy what we have. Choosing simplicity in our clothes.
Here, body of Christ, amen. Body of Christ, amen. Body of Christ, body of Christ, no thanks. Me granny behind me, you get that holy bread or I'll bleed and kill me. I'll crucify you myself. Nanny, you can't say that. Jesus, I'll say what I fucking want. See, you have me cursing in church. Crack. I've got you swearing in church. Okay then. But I never answered me granny, you know what I mean? I have too much respect for her. I love me nanny, you know. She whooped me ass, like, you know what I mean? But she taught me how to, my father taught me how to fight. You know. When I'm on my own. Because I watched my father fight on his own loads of times. He beat my ass, my mum's ass, but he beat a lot of men's asses too. You know, I witnessed my father fuck someone over the balcony, mate, because the son was picking on me, and my dad had enough, mate. So, yeah, Bluebell Flats. My man got dropped off the balcony. That's my fucking son, is it? Well, how about this? That's my son, and your fucking pork chop son has been picking on my son for the last fucking 4 years. You know what I mean? And he's had enough, so he hit him with a stick, and you allowed that. My dad flung him off the balcony. He was lucky he's on the first floor. The Da Vinci Code, brilliant. Thanks for that, T. Yeah, I know, I'm not, like, don't get me wrong, I am Catholic, yeah, like Christians say, yeah, but I don't believe in the church, you know, because of all the scandals, and I have family members years ago that were put into the convent system in Golden Bridge, and they were abused, and because of that, 2 of them who went to Golden Bridge, number 1, Christine Buckley, and number 2, Carmel MacDonald Bourne, me dad's sister, opened the Ashland Centre, and it is the biggest woman's refuge in Ireland. Yeah, me auntie and my mate opened that, you know why? Because they were through the system and they got fucked over by the system and they were abused by the system, so they took them to court, and guess what? They fucking won. They fucking won the case. You know what I mean? Compensation here. No amount of money is going to compensate you from trauma. Because it's always going to be there unless you can get past it. You know the amount of people that take their life because they've been abused. A lot of people can't live with it. You know, so they try to check out. But anyway, shout out to me dad's sister, me Auntie Carmel, man, and on me for opening the biggest women's refuge in Ireland, the Ashland Centre. You know, it's brilliant, like, me family help people, you know. I think it's just in the DNA, you know, and it's the same with my son. He's an achiever, an overachiever. A lot of accolades he has, besides his name, believe it or not. And I'm proud of that, because he knows what youth work means to me.
Eating healthy is like giving water to plants we grow. Just like plants need the right stuff to grow, our brains
Deloxetine, I've never heard of that one.
eating things can help us feel less.
No, well here, I didn't know this. Sertraline produces serotonin. Yeah. And like I said, when you have adrenaline, endorphins and serotonin running through your blood, and then when you add antipsychotics to the mess, yeah, and antidepressants, and then some people drink and take fucking cocaine and shit, and I'll tell you one thing, you're playing with your fucking life there. You know, I ended up getting that cocaine-induced psychosis, because I was a fucking idiot, and I woke up with blood coming out of my noses, and all I could see was mitosis, because it's on the fucking ground, mate. What's your prognosis?
Cutting back on watching the news and scrolling through social media can help. It's like choosing not to put things that can hurt along our path. Staying informed is
Yeah, I don't want to get into trouble for having a bleeding smoke.
by picking what we read or watch carefully, we can keep our peace of mind. Sometimes we might need extra help, and that's okay. It's like asking for a guide to help us through.
But like I said, could someone do me a favour and check me backup channel and see many subs is on there?
In the end, making our minds a less worried place is about doing things that help.
Because once I get me first 100, then I start on my second, and then me third, 97. Justice for the 97 while we're on the matter. I think Liverpool are going to win a treble this year for Jurgen. And I can't see many teams going to Anfield winning. Pablo, what score was with Tottenham yesterday, or last night? I didn't check. I know City were playing last night at home. What a fucking shitty night it was last night to play football. Fucking hell. Oh. No way, man. 3-2. I bet that was a belter of a game, wasn't it? 3-2. You fucking bollocks, you Pablo. Let me put you down here, cause you're on Hobbit mode. Sorry. But, yeah, but Pablo, like I said, when it comes to Ian, he's got loads of funny stories, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's like I'm grateful to God to have him in Manchester, you know what I mean? It's like, he said something that resonated with me. He said, Jude, like, I've mates over here, but it feels like I'm on my own over here. I said, listen, I get you. You can have people around you constantly and still be lonely, believe it or not. You know, and it's mad. Like, I've come full circle, but it's taken me till I'm 50. Because I had to forgive myself, you see. Because of a few things that happened in my life, and I managed to forgive myself in here and in here, and it set me free. And my sister and brother getting me mum and dad repatriated to Ireland is giving me closure. And I never thought in my lifetime, like, I'll never get over me mother dying or me father, but I have to. You know, I had to let them go. And like, while I was coming out my mood stabiliser, I knew they were getting repatriated and I hadn't got the strength to go and do myself, you know. So my brother and my sister said, bro, I got you. And the next day after they were put into the ground, I woke up and I was like a hole had been filled in my heart. Even though I was a little bit sad, I was overjoyed that I fulfilled her dying wish in a way, you know. Don't bury me in English soil, and don't bury me near that bastard being me dad. So I buried her right next to him for eternity. Yup, about that. You can have that one, mother. Now we're even. You lost something belonged to me, so I buried you alongside my daddy for eternity. And Pablo, it's gone. You know. Hello. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Is it Aish? Aish back. Now, Pablo, listen, I'm blessed, and when you said to me I have everything I need right here, bro, you couldn't have hit that on the nail, you couldn't have hit that on the money anymore. You know. Guys, I'm on 93 subs, or 97 on my backup channel, and it's the same as this except for STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER 8. Now, in 28 minutes I'm gonna disappear. Just like the game magician, he vanished with a puff. Where's my fucking remote? Where's me remote, you fucking twat? You better not. Oh. Oh. Right. Ayush, okay. How are you calling? Ayush, could you do me a favour, brother? I have a backup channel and it's the same as this one. Except for with an 8 at the end. STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER 8. It's my backup channel and I'm trying to grow it and I will grow it, and that's where I'm going to bring you on. I'm going to bring Luke on. I'm going to bring a couple of other people on. And like I said, I'm not an expert at fucking stream yet, but I'll tell you one thing, I'm an expert on calibre of men. And there's no one on YouTube like this guy. Nobody. Nobody. But there's a lot of other interesting characters too that have reached out to me and asked me to do projects with them in Manchester, and I'm like, yeah, bring me fucking phone when you're at the Etihad, yeah? But like I said, man, I've had a couple of people come to the house this week, including Lee Marvin. And he's got a very interesting story, guys. He also has a great book called Born in Prison. Go check Moidan out, bro. He's fucking... And you know what? I can see it in him. I can see a savage, but I can also see a gentleman. You know, we all have done things when we are younger that we regret about prison. The only regret I have is not smacking the governor in the mouth. Yeah, he's probably the only cunt that I come into contact with in that jail that didn't get hit. Tyler, hello. How are you doing? Mellyville. Brilliant. Does that mean you are born in the USA? I was born. Bruce Springsteen, proper Yankee, isn't he? Proper patriot, like, you know, proud that he's from America, like, born in. Here, I watched something on Netflix and it's called The Greatest Night in Pop. And it's all about the making, you know that song, We Are the World? Bob Geldof was, he just got back from Africa and he was saying, you know, the things I seen over there will stay with me forever. Like babies dying in mother's arms because of malnutrition, and we're all famous here, right? So, what's his name? Quincy Jones got all these stars together, yeah? And he got a piece of cardboard, yeah? And on it, you know what he wrote? Leave your egos at the door. Because you know all the stars that were there for that track, Heal the World. You know, like fucking Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, fucking, did I say Lionel? Lionel Joseph. Like I said, there was fucking loads of stars there, mate. You know, and he said to them, don't forget the reason why you're here. There's kids dying. Here. Alex told me to watch it. My brother said it's deadly. You watched it yesterday, The Beekeeper, with Jason Statham. Or whatever his Statham or whatever he's being called, you know. But I like him, he's a great actor. You know what I mean? He's a great swimmer as well. Here, anybody can swim faster than a megalodon, I'm a fan of. You know, and here, he's a big diver, he is. You know, he started his career. Do you know he used to be a fucking diver? You know. And as he got older, I imagine he become more a professional diver. All the women that liked him, and anyway, you know. But all joking aside, he was a diver, and it's like, I seen it. Here, Megalodon tried to eat him, and he kicked it in the nose. And shook the Megalodon, you understand? So he's a tough guy for me. In fact, can someone ask him for an autograph? Do you know what I liked him in? That one where he was protecting the little girl. That Crank, his Crank movies, mate, had me in fucking stitches, like, you know, the bit on the race cars where they're at it and it's on the screen and everyone's like, yeah. I've watched that one with Kevin Hart. What's it called? I forget what it's called, but it's good, you know. And her Tokyo was in it, our Money Heist. She's bad, man. She's like Trinity out Matrix. Fucking savage. Guns. More guns.
Everybody wants to go to the top, but nobody wants to discover new ways to climb there.
Bro, listen. Here. Bro, look what John Wick did. And he killed his dog and he killed over 400 people. I'm a big fan of John Wick, man. Yeah. Never fucking kill a man's dog, mate. You know, his wife got a dog and someone snapped his neck, you know. And he went and took a fucking army out over that dog, you know. But, guys, listen. I am anticipating another strike. I'm trying to behave myself. I think I'm 88 out. Or 86 out. From hitting 1,000. And guys, if you're not subbed to my backup channel and you're in here, can you sub to it? Because like I said, I'm anticipating a strike. Whether it's incoming or not, I don't know, but I'm gonna do what I can to avoid it before I hit my target, and then I'm gonna start again. I'm straight out Ballier, right? You know why? Cause I can. But like I said, life after sedation feels nice. I can feel, man, I tell you, yeah. Now, whether you believe this or not, I don't give a flying fairy. I couldn't feel the back of my neck. For years, I couldn't feel the faucet over my head and the water dripping down my head. I lost that sensation after I had the aneurysm. And then I come off the sedation medication and I can finally feel me head again. When I take a drag of a spliff, I can feel it again. It was like that mood stabilizer was suppressing feelings, blocking receptors in the mind. You know, on 175 days, I think. And I'm cleared it. I'm through it. I said, Anthony, I'll triple it this year. And there's only one way I'm gonna do that, and I know the way now. And I'm looking forward to having a talk with a couple of old friends. You know, the fact that I'm an uncle again. You know, I get a lot of nourishment out of that. You know, I don't get nourishment out of money and immaterial things. I have everything I need. Doesn't mean shit, mate. But see, having children and family and grandkids, and you're living the dream, you know. It's like, and you know, I never thought I'd reach the age to be a granddad. I'm so grateful that I've been sharp all my life, and that's the reason why I have two perfect eyes and ears. Now my teeth are fucked, but yeah, I'd sooner have black teeth than a black heart, and that's the truth. I'll share something with you. I've had men and women reach out to me and say, Jewett, because of what you said to me, you planted a seed in my head, you cunt, and I can't get that thought out of my head now. And I said, good, it's better than that thought of trying to top yourself, isn't it? Now I've made you feel guilty. You kids me, I want you to look in the mirror and tell yourself, if I do that, my kids are getting that at the door like that. And you did that. Now look what you've done. You've gone and upset your whole family. One of your kids will probably take their life in 30 years because the daddy did it. Daddy ran away. I don't want to see you cry. Daddy ran away because he's not a gay. And I got something to say. Good afternoon. Hey. Resident Evil, I remember playing that years ago, man. And Max Payne. I used to love that game, Max Payne. Fucking brilliant, you know what I mean? Metal Gear Solid. What was that other army game called, man? I like the James Bond franchise as well on the 64. You know, the James Bond game on the Nintendo 64 was fucking great, it was. What's that other game? Siphon Filter. Can any of you remember that game? Siphon Filter. Conan, I used to be a game buff, bro. Do you understand? I used to love me PlayStation. Never had an Xbox. Always PlayStation. You're either a PlayStation guy or an Xbox guy. I can't get used to to the pod. So I, here, get that away from me. You know, give me my PlayStation pad back. You know. Give me PlayStation back, mate. You're gonna have to wait, guys. Whoops-a-daisy. Oh, come on. Tell you what, it's going to be nippy out. That's some fucking chicks thing. Oh, give me that bite. Give me that bite. Now, right, I'm gonna have to make a cup of tea. Whoops-a-daisy. Right, now. Yeah, I'll... "12 minutes and I'm gonna take my face for a shit, have a joint and a cup of tea and watch a couple of documentaries. But I will be back sometime this afternoon. Guys, if you're watching this live later on this evening, tonight, tomorrow, next week, can you sub to me backup channel, Straight Out of Ballyer 8, just in case we get another strike. Like, I have nearly 915 subs, okay? And I've less than 100 on my backup channel. So if you're not subbed to me backup channel, Straight Out of Ballyer 8, you'd help me if you sub to the channel, because I want to grow that channel too. And I know how I'm going to grow it already. And I ain't in a hurry. I'm not even out of January. And I have me wingman back, and I never thought it'd happen in my lifetime because all of them are dead. And this one just doesn't die. So, and he's a big Man United fan. He's a big Gar fan, Dublin fan. You want to see the picture, Pablo, right? Him and his dad holding the Sam Maguire Cup with little Ted inside the Sam Maguire Cup. What a bleeding photo, bro. He's in the back garden, like I said. His dad is the chairman for Liffey Gale, so he's some way involved. But anyway, give out. His sister took this picture, yeah? It's him holding he's holding the Sam Maguire Cup. His dad's holding it, and little Ted is in the middle of it. It's off, and they're in their Dublin jerseys, and little Ted's in his little Dublin jersey, you know what I mean? Like, I used to play guard and hurling with Ian when we were kids, you know. Great memories, you know. Do you know what? I must ask them to look through the yearbook, you know, the GAA yearbook. I'm in the picture, Yowza Tyndall's in there, Ian Gibbons, Gerard Marnolly, Frank Muir, Lord rest his soul, man. Tony Muir as well, Lord rest his fucking soul, man. From the bottom end of all your great mates of mine, man. That passed since Monday, Jude. Will you check the sentence and make sure it's over 18? Pablo, I went on my studio, right, and it says restrictions, yeah? And I've changed it to not made for kids. It's not for kids. You know what I mean? But I will have a look. But anyway, like I said, I hope you all have a good day, a good afternoon, a productive one. I've shot myself in the foot with this channel, and I wanted to get 1,000 without having any violations or restrictions against me, do you understand? And right, I'll have a look at it. But Pablo, you know how hard I've worked on both channels. You know, I had to be a man and start again, bro, from one sub, and I did it. And we're on 914 at the moment. We are 84, I think. Wait, 80, is it 86? We're 86 subs, guys, away from 1,000. Now, like I said, people are going to try get my channel shut down. I've already had a strike. One's come from Ballyferma, and the other one I'm not too sure. But that's my own fault. I shouldn't be threatening people, you know. 85, okay, brilliant. Guys, listen, Doc, I need a favour off you, bro. Could you share me backup channel for me? STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER, eh? I'm on 97 or something like that. I need 3 more and I'll hit me first 100 on that. And that's another tick. Do you understand? But, you know, a lot of us in the YouTube community suffer terrible with mental health and are afraid to talk about it. But anybody that comes in here, guys, before I go, I'm going to say this the last time, yeah? And it'll tell you whether you're fucking listening to me or not. Rather than say in the chat that you had an argument with your missus this morning, it's made your mental health fucking tenfold, and now she wants you to leave. So rather than tell everybody you've had a shit morning, your missus has asked you to leave. Good morning, Jude. And a number between 1 and 10, number 1 being your lowest mood, and number 10 being your highest mood, okay? Right? And I can relate to you then. Do you understand? Because I can work with numbers. I'm great at it. And everything. Now, see what I mean? That's a brilliant number, Conan. 7. 7 is better than a 6. And 5 is worse than a 6. If that makes sense. If you're on a 6, you know, but my doctor, my psychiatrist taught me this number theory. He said, Jude, rather than keeping a diary, every day just put a number on your calendar. And when you look back and you see a 2 on a particular day, it'll re-jog your memory and you'll be thinking, on that day, I was a 2. But the very next day I got to a 5, and the day after that I got to a 6, and the day after that I got to a 7. But listen, it's a personal competition with you, and it'll help you, and it'll help you in life. I'm fucking telling you, 18 years I've used this method, and it works. Do you understand? Like, I'm around people all the time and I'll ask them, give me a number, and they know exactly what I mean. I'm not talking on YouTube, I'm talking about on my housing estate. You know, I've taught a lot of kids this method. You know, rather than explain yourself to somebody, if they say, you in the mood today? You say, yeah, I'm at a 5 today. What does that fucking mean? It means that I'm in the middle from feeling shit and okay. You know, when you put a tick on your calendar every day, a number, it's a stroke of the pen. That's it. You don't need to keep a diary. Then, when you look, let's say in 3 weeks' time, you look back on today and you have, like for instance, Conan's on a 7. Now, tomorrow we might be on a 5. But it's about being honest with yourself. Fuck everybody else. And this method mightn't work for you, it mightn't be your cup of tea, but here, my psychiatrist is the second best in this fucking country. And it takes 18 months to get an appointment with him. Now, I've been lucky to have him for 18 years. You know, and he's helped my life so much with that one little exercise. It's food for the brain, exercise. Train your brain, Joe, to give yourself a marking from 1 to 10 every day. Fuck everybody else, be honest with yourself. So that's why every day I wake up. Now today, my mental health is at a 7. My pain's at about a 6.5. Normally it's at a fucking 9. So I'm happy for that. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live very shortly. And what I would ask is if you're watching this today, tonight, this evening, tomorrow, next week, everybody that comes in my channel, I have a lot of time for. You know, like, I've no time for bullshit. You know, I ain't no nitty don, and this ain't nitty gritty city. This is a concrete jungle I live in amongst postcode wars. Like that. To that. To that. To that. Archers, we are ready to go loose! Anyway, like I said here, you're more than welcome in here anytime. Listen, I'm just like you. I'm on a lot of meds too. And I'm not afraid to share it with the world because awareness for me saves people's lives. And fuck money. I've had people reach out to me and say, do it. Because what you said about taking your life twice and being able to be open with your family about it has helped me. Do it. Because of your videos, my children had a great Christmas. I have cunts upsetting me, you know what I mean? Lee Marvin Hitchman, I'm reading this book and it goes from him being a fucking to being the devil, never mind Stephen French here. I'd be honest with you, I'd sooner Stephen French come for me than Marvin. You know, because I know he appreciates a good war, a good fight as well, you know, and he can fight. And I like men that can fight and defend themselves. Aye! Fight. Come on, baby. Anyway, we're away, but I would like to ask you all to share this channel today for me. If you go anywhere. And I want to say, here, listen, I've nothing against Jerry. Someone reached out to me and told me something. Listen, yeah, I used to be a member in Jerry's channel, okay? And I think I was a member for about 6 months, but I don't think I got a shout out. So that was the reason why I stopped being a member in Jerry's channel. I have no issue with Jerry, but someone said last night to me he's my best mate. Are you mad? Pablo's my mate on here. Me best mate. Not fighting Irish. Pablo, I've nothing against Jerry, but like I said, whatever's going on with him and other people, they all know this. When do I ever go on Jerry's panel? Ever. When? Never. Do you understand? Yeah, we have things in common, we're Irish. That's it. He's not my mate, he's not my enemy. Do you understand? I don't have many mates on here. Just because I smile at you, I do respect a few people though. And I don't report channels or get channels fucking... Are you mad? report channels. Yeah, I should do, but I didn't. I got struck twice over the weekend. Right, we are 30 seconds over time. I am away. Like I said, I need you to do me a big favour. I'm shouting out to all me mods, yeah? I need 3 subs to get over 100 today. It's now, I'm not asking you to build a fucking rocket for nothing. You know, I'd appreciate it if you could share my channel, sub to this channel, or if you want to buy me a coffee, you're welcome. But I'll be back this afternoon. Have a great day, guys. Ni hao. Sawadee ka. We away. Sawadee ka.